Hello, everyone. This is Earl Abadam from the DLSU Green Archers, and you're tuning in to the Quiver Podcast.
Thanks, Earl, for introducing the episode. Of course, this is the Quiver podcast. It's time again to talk about the LSE sports. And while we talk about the LSE sports, we'd also thank one of our sponsors, Ibarra Manila, staunch supporters of LaSalle Sports. When you buy a watch from them, part of the proceeds will go to the LSA's scholarship funds for LaSallian athletes. So you get a good timepiece and you also get to support LaSalle athletes. So that's a noble cause, right? So I'm Brian, and today I'm joined by Vic. Say hi, Vic.
Hello! Lapit na.
Sobrang lapit na. And as promised on the previous episode, ito na yung preview ng Adamson game. But this will be more than just a preview because later on, we'll be joined by one
Special guest na
archers.
naman tayo.
Uh, we
Special
can
guest, no?
we can really say now, is a friend of the podcast because he's been back. Kasi he already appeared before. So that's
Oo.
Earl Abadam,
Yes.
one of the
Yep.
designated co-captains alongside Marcellus this season. So you'll hear more from him. So stay tuned. Pagtsagaan niyo muna kami ni Vic i-preview yung Adamson game, which is of course
Oo.
what's in front of us.
Wiki
Saturday na
lang.
po. Oh, quickie lang. Saturday, 4:30. You can watch it sa TV or sa speaking over the top streaming. Or, of course, the best way to experience the game is the venue. It's at the UST Cube. So,
Q-Puff.
hopefully,
Yep.
wala nang ulan on the weekend. Otherwise, I don't
Yeah.
know
Oo.
how easy it would be going to the venue. So, on to the basketball, of course. Wait, naka-blue pala tong kalaban natin. So, let's just mention, of course, our friends from Blue Fire. Uh, this is the
Yep.
brand, your favorite brand straws. And like what we always say, it's the only blue that's right for you. Kasi Adamson,
Yes. Yan lang.
entirely right for you.
Yan lang.
But this one, definitely, Blue Fire. And of course, Abby Skin. If you notice, na-miss ko kumuha ng products from Sabi Skin kasi I'm having breakouts. But don't let your face suffer the same fate nung nangyari sa akin ngayon in the breakout. So, go now, check yung Sabi Skin catalog, available in the green and orange platforms and online as well. Check their social media pages. So, ito, Vic, let's talk about Adams. Um, Last season, we had 3 games against them, being the final 4 opponents for us. And surprisingly,
Yep.
had the we had quite a smooth sailing in each of these games, and that's really what surprised me the most. Because normally, against teams like Adamson, especially nung first year ko, it was always going to be a difficult game against them. So Vic, having all of that last season and the preseason as well considered, what do we know about Adamson?
Same thing pa rin with yung sistema ni Coach Nash na they love to drive and kick. They love to find their open shooters. Kasi they don't have that much height to use as an interior presence. So, most of their points talaga coming from the perimeter oriented team. So, as much as possible, if hindi sila pwede uminit sa labas, you'd rather opt them to just shadow them and force them to make tough mid-range jumpers or tough layups in the paint. So yun yung natin sa kanila, no? Rather than or better than if you can stay in front, hindi ka magpapaiwan sa sa binabantayan mo, no? Kasi once that breakdown happens, sobrang fluid ni Adamson humanap ng open man from the outside, no? Although baka makabulag din with Cedric Manzano, no? I mean he really improved itong tong off season na to, no? So I think it's really mukhang na to, ready for the pros na rin to si Ced Manzano. So he can easily, if Adamson needs options inside the paint, so they can go to Ced if they need inside baskets. But most of the guys are lengthy wingmen na they can slash and shoot. So yun yung skill set na meron tong Adamson. But let's see. I mean, uh, if we can play good, sa akin naman, ito yung lagi kong sinasabi for the whole season. Para sa akin, it's our defense that will really dictate kung saan tayo aabot this season 88. It won't, in as much as yung lineup natin malalim, in as much as we know we can shoot and score, but I think it's the defense that will dictate kung saan tayo pupunta. If we don't play defense, I don't know kung saan tayo aabot this season. So yun yung ano ko doon. If we can play good defense against Adamson and get 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 transition baskets early on, I think it will be again another smooth sailing win for us. But if Adamson gets their groove on offense, nakaka-shoot sila sa labas. But medyo yun yung ano dito sa QPAV. It's not easy to shoot from the perimeter dito historically. Although yung last na nakalaban natin sila second round last year, ganda na shooting natin. So yun yung ano. I think that will get us going to get that first win.
It's always important to get the first win. I like what you said kasi the trend I think in preseason is that our defense is usually good. Then if our opponents are shooting hot from the perimeter, that's when it really gets unlocked. So I guess that's one of the things that we'll see in the coming days and weeks how the Green Archers are adjusting. Because for sure, it's one of the identified areas of concern. If not by them, definitely by us. And I don't know if
Mm.
they take our messages on board. But I mean, for sure, if we identified it, they themselves can identify that.
Yep.
Okay, let's go to this part of the preview. What does LaSalle have that you think Adamson is lacking so far? Because obviously Adamson, marami nawala, marami din dumagdag. I think we've heard of names like Earl Medina, promising rookie, of course, coming from the program, homegrown, finally for Adamson. Some of their homegrowns don't tend to stay. So we're happy for them that he decided to stay with them.
Yeah.
And then of course yung mga holdovers like Sinamontebon, Manzano, and a lot more actually. If I mention all the names, si Franzman, like if I mention all of
Si
them,
AJ Franzman.
maalala mo lang talaga sila the most pag nakita mo naka 10 points na sila or 8 points in the game. Marami yan. Like, you cannot really single out. But Vic, going back to my question, what do you think that this Green Archers team have na wala or kulang nga itong Adamson?
Yun, siguro pinaka basic kong sasabihin, and I think medyo paulit-ulit natin to maririnig buong season, yung roster depth. I think that will really be our advantage this season 88, na ang dami nating pwedeng gawing combinations on our lineups, first unit, second unit natin. Both for me, both both sets ng first team, second team mo, it will always be a strong one. So it's up to us to really maximize yung advantage natin na yan. I think it can really two-edged sword siya for me. So it's either we push the pace, put the pedal to the metal, tambakan agad sila, or pwedeng maging din yan, it's a blessing and a curse. Pwedeng curse din yan na, sige, mag-on na lang tayo ng switch since naman tayo, deep naman yung lineup, so mag-on na lang tayo ng switch pag kailangan na. Parang ganun eh. But I'm hoping na hindi ganun. I'm hoping na buong season ang tema natin is that we have a strong first unit, second unit, blast our opponents right away. We don't waste any chance and get down to business right away. Kasi ang hirap magkaroon ng in an amateur game or even sa FIBA game, ang hirap magpaka-kumpiyansa eh. Parang it's really better to lock it in, do business, and tawag to settle the score right away rather than hindi ka mag-aayos, papadikitin mo yung kalaban mo, and then in the end, meron kang silat. And then you'll never know, talo ka pala. So, yun yung ano ko. I hope we can maximize our uh, deep roster.
And yeah, that's really a thematic thing, and you can expect more of that in the coming episodes. Of course, it's well established in the order. Then I think Lasal and UP, yan talaga yung tinitingala in terms of roster depth. And we have that to our credit. But let's also look at what factors Adamson can look to exploit that. I mean, syempre, hindi naman invincible yung teams in the league as
Yes.
proven by wala pang nakaka-sweep ulit in recent seasons. So, what are you worried the most about this Adamson team na if hindi maingat itong Green Archers on Saturday, they can get caught off guard, especially first game. Like, alam natin kapaan siya.
Yung style natin na up-tempo, kasi yun yung ano natin eh. Yun yung nakita natin buong preseason that we're playing up-tempo, we're playing pace. So we've seen games wherein ang nangyayari is pagdating ng fourth quarter hindi na nakakasabay yung mga kalaban natin kasi nga maybe yun nga sila kulang sila sa tao, so in the end hindi na nakakasabay, but I think ang doon is we have to be wary of not putting them away as early as possible. So pag nandyan yan, kasi if you play up and down and nakaka-shoot, I think pinaka-closest nito is the UST game. Yun yung up until that fourth quarter, parang mga last 3-4 minutes na lang tayo nakalayo kasi hindi na rin nakaka-shoot and those were open shots. Hindi na nakaka-shoot si UST kahit open 3-point shots yon, which normally buong game until that 4 minute onwards ng fourth quarter, they're making those open shots kasi nga up and down eh. If the opposing teams break our press, we scramble on defense, nakakahanap ng open shooter yung mga kalaban natin and they make those shots, yun yung natin. So worry is that for me, dapat maglaro talaga tayo on defense. We cannot just really stay up and down and palitan lang ng baskets and umasa tayo na pagdating ng fourth quarter, yung kalaban natin pagod na, they can't hit those open shots anymore. So sa akin, wag sana tayo umasa sa ganun. If we can really put them away early, at least makakasira yun ng nila, moral nila na they don't want to come back in the game anymore.
And to add to that, it's not just about putting them away too early. It's also really making the most of that run. So never stop until the final buzzer. Respect the opponent. Kasi I just want to share. I mean, i-relate ko na naman to sa buhay ko as a feeling may character person. I once played the league game. And kahit sobrang kaibigan namin yung kalaban namin, we lost by a big margin because they really played like each possession was important. Like they didn't look at the score. They only looked at the score nung tapos na and na-realize nila,
Nung
wow,
tapos
that was
na.
big. Oo. Pero they didn't take it, di sila galit sa amin, for the record. It's more of they really just respected the game and see where that took them. And kami yung na-demoralize. Pero yun nga, even when we tried to build some runs, immaterial siya kasi they keep pounding on us for the entire 40 minutes. So I think that's what Vic wants the team to do, not just against Adamson, but again, when you
Lahat.
have these
Sa
kinds of
lahat.
games, kailangan iset mo yung tone eh. Kasi we know how important first games of the season are. It's not as important as if you win here, you win the championship, or if you lose here, you don't make it in the final four. It's not that. Pero it's setting the tone
Yung
and how
habit
they
eh. Yeah, yung the habits that you build going as the season goes deep. Yun yung pinaka important kasi doon.
Nice. Okay. So, ito, let's go for our predictions. Dalawa lang kami, so this will be quick. Tungin muna kita, Vic, and I'll offer mine. How do you see this game? Sige, para kasi we're both stat savvy people here. Anong stat metric ang inaabangan mo where this game could be decided? Tingin mo. Like, obviously points yun yung pinaka-obvious. We can be like Will
Oo.
Buxton here say that the team that scores the most points
Parang,
will win the
parang,
game. Diba?
Magic Johnson.
That's all.
Magic Johnson yan.
Oo.
Magic Johnson yan.
That's true. That's not wrong.
Magic Johnson
Pero
yan.
other than the points, ilinawin lang natin, other than the points, like which metric do you think will have decide the outcome of the game?
Turnovers and turnover points.
Yeah. Sa akin, okay, go expound a bit.
Kasi yun nga, with the way we're playing, medyo prone to turnovers eh. I think we've seen that nung preseason also, na medyo prone with the way we're playing pace. We also tend to commit turnovers. So I think we should be, yun yung number na kailangan natin tignan na how many turnovers. It's okay if those turnovers we are able to get back on defense right away to prevent Adamson or any opponent natin this season to score easy baskets. Pero kung hindi, yun, problema siya. So yun yung stat that we need to take a look into.
Okay, I'll just complement that and we'll add another metric. It's second chance points. And that means you have a lot of offensive rebounds, and also that means hustle. And we know at least from wala pa rin, I mean, by the time lumabas yung episode, maybe may final lineup na. But when we're recording this, wala pang confirmed. But we know that we have a lot of size in this team. And also a lot
Correct.
of, yung mga juggernauts, like, they really attack crash the boards. So to me, I
Correct.
will complement what Vic said and put second chance points. Let's say equal yung metric ng turnover and turnover points. I will put this as the second metric to complement what he said. Really, the hustle is measured there. Not tangible lang kasi sometimes you have steals but they don't necessarily translate to points. Pero second chance
Correct.
points is the byproduct of the hustle, especially prolonging the possession and giving yourself more chances and taking away the chances that your opponent can produce at the same time. So, yun. And
Correct.
of course, just like in our season preview, I don't think we have an adverse prediction saying that Adamson will win. It's a Lasal win, but maybe I'll ask Vic by how much?
Ilan
By
lamang?
how many
Ilang
points
lamang?
do you
10.
think?
10 ako, 10.
10 ka. Okay. I don't really disagree with that, but siguro pababaan ko lang ng konti kasi pinredict ko last season lagi close game Adamson tapos yung final score hindi eh. So I'll predict a 6-point win for us. I think that's reasonable. Adamson can have what it takes to go toe-to-toe with us at some point. Pero 40 minutes, I think that's where the question lies. If they can really match up with us for the entire game. But we have enough talent and we have enough experience as well situations. At least that's the expectation we have. Of course, we'll be joined by Earl later on in the show.
In a while, yep.
Before we introduce him, of course, I'll just like a quick shout out to Tito Bob Labrador, friend siya ng dahil siya ng friend ko listening to us. Nabanggit siya sa akin ng friend
Hello,
ko.
sir.
Nagulat siya, nakita niya ako sa YouTube yata, if I'm not mistaken. Sabi niya, ba't natin si So, okay,
Uy,
then
kilala ko yan,
that's watching the podcast pala. So, parang, yeah, that's a nice,
Yan.
So, thank you po, and I hope you're watching right now and enjoying the show. And see you at the games as well. Ayan, ikaw Vic, baka mayroon ka pa salamatan bago natin isa lang si Earl sa Not So Hot.
Wala naman na. Basta, praying for a good season for not just for the basketball teams, no, but for all Lasal teams, praying for good finishes and at the same time health is wealth. Sana walang injury, sakit, so that all athletes. So I think we can see a good product as a whole itong pang UAAP season 88. Diba? So I mean, we can see the best product out there possible na lahat healthy, lahat magko-compete. And para walang 'di ba? Para walang excuses, mas madaling mag-analyze at mag-digest
Ah,
ng mga pangyayari kasi you the best and you see the best and the best lineup or roster that can give nung lahat ng participating schools on all events, hindi lang sa basketball. So it would be nice to see.
alright. So, stay tuned for a bit to play lang ako Stinger and then on the other side, di lang kami dalawa,
Baka,
tatlo kami. Promise,
oo,
promise.
tatlo na kami.
Alright, everyone. Here is Green Archer Earl Abadam, his second stint with the Quiver Podcast. Parang sa ano lang, parang sa 3x3 lang.
Yep.
It's,
Yep.
yeah, back to back. Hopefully, bodes well for us. So, Earl, thank you for your time. I know, very busy and, ano na talaga, bukan ni preparation for the game this
Mhm.
weekend against Adamson. Of course, Vic and I already discussed how we as fans are looking forward to it. But Earl, don't worry, we won't put you too much in the hot seat. We'll let your game do the talking. But of course, for non-Adamson particular matters, we still want your side of the preview to complete the gauntlet because we've already previewed it different ways. So we invited Eric because of our fellow DLSU alumnus for his side, the broadcast side. And then we also invited Maui from the Boleros. That's for the Ateneos. And you can check our episodes on our YouTube and Spotify channels. And we also invited Pao Maria from CSB. So ngayon, si Earl
Mhm.
yung mag-complete nun. Parang at least may player representation. So Earl, thank you very
Infinity
much. And
Stones.
Brian, yeah.
No.
So Brian and Vic, kami ngayon yung kasama ni Earl. Wala si Gio, Kiko, Willie, and Achaps.
Mhm.
Maybe you'll see them in the weekend. Abangan na
Yeah.
lang natin. So, first of all, Earl, what is the mood in the Green Archers camp? Like, how would you describe the chemistry? How are the new guys adjusting? How the roles are changing and gelling so far? Like, how is the team gelling so far?
And Brian, great question because I feel like we're the closest as ever as a team because we've gone, yeah, I answered this before, but we've gone through deliberate effort to grow closer together off the court because we know na everything that we're doing off the court will help transfer onto the court. And actually we just came back from a I know we just came back from a little team getaway sa Cavite, Indang. And it's in those moments and in those times now we get we get to really feel and see how blessed we are to be a Lasallian, how grateful we're supposed to be to don the jersey, to wear LaSalle gear, to attend this school. So as a team, I feel that each and every one of us, from the first man to the 16th, gets that gets that mentality. Na it's a privilege and it's a blessing to put on the green and white, and that's our mentality coming into the season because it's there. There's no greater pride than playing for your school and praying for LaSalle. That's an even better pride. So yeah, that's our mentality coming in.
Yeah, I love that. Kasi syempre, diba? Lasal as an institution is filled with pride and the glory associated to it is just too much. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
arguably too heavy for some. We can't blame them. It's really the
Yeah.
responsibility that comes with it. So Vic,
Mm-hmm.
you have a question, diba? Like, what's
Oh,
the next
dami
question
tayong tatanong
for
kay
Earl?
Earl eh. Dito, Earl.
Yeah, pagkakasyahin natin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Earl, with everything that happened in the preseason, definitely each and every one of you, even you, ikaw, tingin mo, malamang you have an opinion ano yung gap that you see in what happened in the preseason na tingin mo kailangan i-improve, kailangan ayusin.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think are those gaps and sa tingin mo paano siya na-address going into this season starting on Saturday?
So ayun, with our preseason, uh, it was very high, highs and lows. We won a couple tournaments, but we also lost a couple tournaments. Now we knew that kaya namin. And halimbawa, that's Phil Oil. That's the game against Korea in Japan. So I believe that those were crucial and needed moments in the team, so that we're able to recollect and reflect what is it that we have to work on. And ayun nga, I believe that's been addressed with how we are more on the technical side, where we need to move the ball. We need to get we need to get everyone going, because it's hard when it's only Kian, Jacob, Mike that are taking the most of the offensive load. So ayun, helping that with helping them with our like me and JC with our defense. It's just knowing everyone's role and having that buy-in. And we've had a talk as a team na um, be a star in your role. Not everyone's gonna have the most points or the most rebounds, but everyone can give their attitude and effort, and those are the things that you can we can control. So again, coming into the UAP season 88, uh, we're more confident than ever, because we feel that we've we've gone through deliberate effort to address those issues, and we've bought in as a team.
Yun, Bry. Sobrang sakto yung mga binanggit ni Earl. I think sobrang sakto siya going into my next question. What do you think will make the DLSU Green Archers a very difficult team to beat this season 88?
Mm. What will make us very difficult to beat is obviously our utilizing our whole roster, our strength in numbers, because from the first to the 16th man, we are I believe we are the deepest roster in the UAP coming into the season, and one of the deepest roster that LaSalle has ever seen. So it's about utilizing each and every one of our players, so that we can achieve the common goal, which is the championship. And that starts with taking every game as if it's already a championship. Adamson is our first game. We're gonna come in there already well prepared, knowing that we've done everything in this preseason, um, and that's just gonna carry on. It's gonna be a momentum thing. So, yeah.
Sige. Going into the next level no ano ko, Earl, given what you've seen this preseason sa mga lahat ng mga nakalaban natin this preseason, did you see any things that you did or adjustments that you did sa practices nyo na since you've picked up, kasi the preseason is about learnings eh. It's not just about
Mhm.
winning and losing, it's about learnings. So what
Mhm.
you've seen from the other teams, whether it be from the NCAA or from the UAAP or from those in Whoops, may napansin ba kayo that you started applying it on training?
Yes, actually, after after our loss in the final against Korea University, we were sort of rattled, because last year kayang-kaya namin. We knew now we could get them. We knew now we could beat them. But when they came into the finals this year, it was like they were a different team. Um, their ball movement, their defense, their collectivist as a team, and that's something that we tried to take, and we tried to tweak in our team, was how well they trusted um each and every single player on their roster. So again, like I said before, we're coming into this preseason knowing that we have the deepest team, and how we're gonna implement that is by trusting that each and every one of us has put in the work to be able to help um, win games, be it the small things, defense, hustle, um, trying to make sure that everyone is on the same page, and that's I believe we're we're on the right track to that.
That's great to hear, Earl. Kasi syempre, di ba? Of course, when we competed, we were hoping for the best. But sometimes we can't get it, but at the same time, we
Hmm.
can't go home empty-handed. If we don't get the trophy, we get something else. So
Yep.
it's really valuable coming into the season. And of course, this season, first game, really soon, maybe some of the audience watching or listening this one, baka pinapakinggan or pinapanood nila to going to the QPAV because it's on Saturday against Adamson. Again, you're back there. The last game there was not a pleasant memory, but it's Adamson this time. So let's have some bit of light moment lang. Like, how is it like
Yeah.
against Adamson? Like when you see Adamson in the schedule, what do you expect? Like, how is it like playing against them? Personal to, so you're not particularly answering for the.
Personal, I honestly, what I think is I try to treat every single team as if they're UP, because uh and that's not a knock on them, but we have to come in knowing that it's every game matters, every game counts, and doesn't matter if it's Adamson, uh, UEUST. Those teams are capable of beating us, and I believe every team is our worthy rivals. So, ayun, my personal thoughts is that I try to come in every game with the same mindset that we're gonna win. We're gonna prepare the best we can, because any game can slip away from us. Even in so, like, our season is so short that any team can grab one or two wins from us, and that's not gonna. We can't let that slide. We can't let that happen. So yeah.
That's a good perspective. I guess a statement close to Earl is that each game is a grand final. I mean, based in Australia, right? So
Mm-hmm.
maybe each game is a grand final. If you can see that scarf there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
um, any memorable experience against Adamson from UAP or even the preseason? Anything you comes to mind?
For against Adamson, uh, no, not really. I think it's preseason. I remember I had a pretty good game against them. I feel like I played pretty well, but and it's always those seemingly games that you you take for granted that it slips away. So no, like we can't let any, be it be it the number 8 team or number 2 team. We know now we're gonna bring it every game.
That's a good thing to think about in that way kasi even, I mean, you never know who could beat you, diba, on any given
Mm.
day. The
Mm-hmm.
rankings don't matter in the matchup, but it would matter in the
Mm-hmm.
qualifying. Yeah, so beyond Adamson, I think Vic has more questions about our opponents beyond Adamson, of
Yes.
course.
Oh, ano na to? Personal, ano to? We will call this personal watch list ni Earl. So, is there a particular opponent or player that do you think will exceed expectation this season on your personal opinion?
Uh, does it have to be from another team?
No.
I think it has to be from another
Yeah,
team
All
or
right. Okay.
maybe a
Okay.
yeah.
particular team.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. In our so yeah, we're preparing for Adamson. I think one player that's gonna be pretty standout is Franzman. France.
Mm,
He's been playing.
PG.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty well. He knows that he's gonna be one of the main options on that team. So, and me, JCEJ, ready to guard him whenever whenever it is. So, and that's one player that I'm looking out for. Another one is uh yeah, Kaimani Ladi. He's pretty good. Ateneo is pretty good. I see that Kyle Gamber has been has been playing pretty well as well. Uh, and obviously the boys at UP with Ramogat, um, now finally playing. We remember what he did to us in the finals. So if pre Phil finals. So ayun, those those are the players that I'm looking out for, and I'm excited to play against.
Mukhang ano na, Bri, mukhang sakto yung sinagot din ni Earl. Kasi yun yung ano natin eh. Next question ko sa iyo, Earl, is that yun nga. Pero baka meron ka pang, maybe you still have other inputs to share. So apart from which, well, maybe you would answer here Ateneo or UP, but maybe you still have something else. What match really gets you excited every season? That I mean, you've been playing for how many years already? But on your personal opinion, which team really gets you pumped up and excited, and why?
It's always gonna be the Ateneo games because we know that the crowd is gonna be full. It's gonna be electric. It's gonna be green and blue. Hate. So those are the games. I even remember my first Ateneo game. I can remember it so vividly. It was I don't know, it was Araneta in Araneta.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, season 85
Yeah,
Araneta,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
won that game. We won that game. I don't know if you remember. We won that game. So
Yeah, that's the first time
uh,
we beat them in 5 years, ata,
In
if
yes,
I'm
yes,
not
correct,
correct.
correct, 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 correct.
yes, first time we beat them in 5 years. So it's always got to be those Ateneo games because of for for the rivalry, the spirit of the animal versus the OBF. That's gonna be. It just brings it brings. I feel like I could play a game right now when I think about playing
That's the
Ateneo again.
spirit.
It's,
Uh,
yeah. So
I like that.
because 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 I believe that I'm a full full green blooded Lasallian now with my years that I've been here, with me almost finishing my studies. I'm actually
Oh,
gonna be graduating soon.
grabe Earl, ang
So
bilis.
ang bilis talaga, Vic. Ang bilis talaga. So um when I remember that I'm on my fourth and fifth year, I want to come in thinking that this is gonna be memories that I'll look back on when I'm 30, 35,
Yeah.
40 years old. And it's never gonna be taken away from me because I will have lived that moment. And so in those games, I just want to be fully present and knowing that I came in with the best attitude that I can.
Yeah, I like what you really said there about what you look back on 10, 15 years from now. Kasi yan yung age namin ni Vic. So, kaya kami nagpa-podcast ngayon. Kasi syempre we loved our time in Lasal and we still
Mm-hmm.
follow the team every now and then, diba? And we
Mm-hmm.
are always thankful to everyone representing the green and white, and that of course includes very much so. So nabanggit mo yung fans kanina, when talking about Lasal Ateneo. Medyo mabait si Earl kasi last year, ano eh, hindi talaga hati yung crowd. I mean, mabait na si Earl.
Oo nga.
Oh yeah. Oh,
especially
like
yung
last year,
especially yung second round parang wala yata nanood sa kanila eh.
oh yeah. I actually
yeah,
because I
yeah,
wasn't
but
able to. I don't think I was able to play the second.
Yes, I
yes, I
think
think you
I
you
think
you were
I
already
think
sidelined
injured
Yeah,
ka na yata
because
no
that was
second
injured.
round
yeah
at
that was
Lasal.
after the UST game. So
Yep.
unfortunately, but yeah, you can tell from then that like mas exciting pa rin ang Lasal Ateneo games when both sides are really looking forward to. So we hope our friends from Ateneo will be more active this time around. That's why,
Oh
para
yeah, for
ma-excite
sure.
ako this year, para tanggalin ninyo yung white shirt, magsuot na siya ng jersey, and you can go straight to MOA yung account, if I'm not mistaken. Baka punta na siya ngayon kahit may adoption pa on Saturday. Yeah, you mentioned fans. And of course, sa Lasal, a storied program of such, malaking part yung fans. Like, of course, we're doing this podcast, but at the same time, we have a huge fan base, and we acknowledge that our fan base is not limited to those who attended Lasal. Marami yan
Mhm.
networks, and of course the DLS Philippines network is also massive in the Philippines. So even those from the provinces who attended Lasal schools will find association with the Lasal sports teams, especially DLSU, the most famous of them all. So I would like to ask her if you have a memorable experience with the DLSU crowd in the UAE.
My, whew, it
Dami,
could bring
marami
a tear
yata.
to me. Like, it could bring a tear to me right now because obviously when I look back on the 2023 championship, I remember that my parents were in the crowd, and then
Yeah.
when my it's when I remember that they were just coming down screaming, coming down so happy, and they were able to come onto the court and hug me. That was one of my most memorable experiences. Because do they count as fans? They
Yes, of
count as my
course.
parents.
They
My,
are
my
your
parents count.
number one fans.
Yeah, they count as fans, and I'm so excited for this season because I think my whole immediate family is gonna be coming. My brother and sister might be able to come, and my mom and dad, and also my girlfriend. She'll be able to come this season. So I'm looking forward to that, and I hope that I can have another moment like that in the 2023 championship this year again.
Yeah, that's something really everyone in the Lasal faithful is looking forward to.
Lahat tayo. Yes,
And
lahat
speaking
tayo.
of
Sana, sana.
and speaking of the Lasal faithful, I mean, ako, we would admit, well, at least ako personally, there are times that we are not as active as other fan bases out there. Whoever those are, you probably know. So what does fan support mean to you personally when you're on the bench or on the court, especially during the last 2, 3 minutes of the game? This, hindi natin makakontrol how opponents' fans can cheer, but when it's the LaSalle crowd giving you energy, how much does that mean to you as players and maybe to you
Mm,
personally?
yeah, for me, whenever I'm um, checking into the game, say I'm coming back onto the court, and then I'm gonna go walk onto the scorer's table. I sort of glance a bit. I sort of glance a bit sometimes at the crowd before I come in, and I remind myself that it's such a blessing to be seeing so many people wearing green, supporting LaSalle, and that's where I believe I know Mike will also say that that's where our strength um, comes from as well, because when we see so many people supporting us, wearing our colors, we're we're more how do I say, we're more ganado to come out. We're like nothing can break the spirit of what it means to wear a LaSalle jersey, and seeing people um, come and support that. That's gonna it's it's words can't explain how I feel when I'm checking into a game and seeing everyone and just looking at the crowd, looking at the supporters, looking at the banners. That's that's what it means for me.
And to follow up to that question, is there a difference when the LaSalle crowd is not that noisy just yet and when they suddenly make that roar? Like when you know the LSU cheers are blasting around the venue, how much energy do you feed off that?
Oh, so much energy. Because sometimes, yeah, sometimes the crowd is a bit flat. Sometimes when we're not going on a run, or parang medyo stagnant yung offense, or we're being like taken over. That's when we need the fans the most. That's when we need the most support, because um, you guys are basically our sixth man. The fans are our sixth man, um, and whenever you guys cheer on the court, the the players on the court can feel that. We can feel that. The coaches can feel that, and it gets us going even more. So I just wanted to say to the Lasalle community, through the ups and downs, continue to cheer for us, continue to support us because we're gonna need every single bit of it this coming season.
And it came from Earl's mouth now, because I've been preaching this in our episodes every now and then that sometimes our crowd is quite like a golf crowd and we or a tennis crowd. So we might need some more noise.
Tennis
Kasi
crowd.
some other teams. Oh, kasi, di ba? Parang sometimes we're
Tama,
just
tama,
clapping
tama,
or we're
tama.
just
Yeah, tennis crowd.
we
Totoo,
have to
totoo.
admit that. We have to admit that. Mabait si Earl eh. I only call out directly yung fans kasi syempre, he's a player. Pero ako, I can call us out ourselves. Many times, Earl, I'm gonna tell this to you now. But alam to ng mga na nanonood, nakikinig, and even the Quiver crew. Many times na buong section, ako lang yung nag-cheer sa section ko. So, I am calling out my fellow Lasal fans. Like, you have to help me. Minsan may games, pag I think
Hindi
one or
ako
two
maka-cheer,
episodes kami,
kabado ko.
paus ako.
Kinakabahan ako eh.
Oo. May one or two games last season, paus na ako, pero we did an episode after, and I'm just like, okay, I will have to manage my voice. I mean, uminom ako tubig and all those things. Really,
Actually, it's always good
just to have
seeing.
a voice.
Yeah, it's always good seeing. What's his name? Si Kuya Derek ba yan?
Derecho.
Si
Derecho.
Lolo Derecho, si Lolo
Yeah.
Derecho.
Lolo Derecho. It's always
Yeah, shout
it's
out
always
to
good seeing. Super shout out to him because
I even saw him sa Japan. I think he was there. Tama?
Yeah, I think,
He was getting us going as well
I
in
think
the
he went
crowd.
there. Oo, nakita ko siya eh.
yeah. So
That's really
fans
dedication
like
right there.
dedication. Fans like those that even in the moments na medyo dry yung game, medyo stagnant, he's trying to get us going. He's trying to get the crowd going. And sometimes, ayun, like you said, it's a bit stale. So I hope coming into the season where we really are just able to be worthy of your guys's cheers.
Yeah, definitely. And last on the cheers note, side note lang natin, may favorite DLS cheer ka ba? Like you've been here for a while, maybe there's a certain cheer you like hearing. Baka i-request natin yun for Anibus Con maybe. Sabi na with the players like this. So maybe they'll go for that one.
Oh,
Who knows?
some of the I remember there was one time that the band came in with the trumpets. Made trumpets one time during the warm
Oh,
ups,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
correct.
oh my,
Minsan may
grabe,
may
parang
nag-ano minsan. Yep.
I
think
felt
that's-
na I was in what game was that? What game was that?
Probably Ateneo or UP because I think that's when
Yeah,
Oh, yun lang
Yeah,
naman
we
yung
have
may nag-ano na band eh. Yeah, na may band. Yep.
Yeah. So, one chant that I like to hear is the, uh, yeah, with the trumpets when they go, yeah, that's always a
Oh, yeah.
favorite for me.
I'm familiar with that. I think it's when they put the trumpet accompaniment to the Animal Assault cheer. Yeah, so
Yep.
that's probably it. And that's really another level. And that's when you know that the game is serious kasi the Animals one is ramping it up compared to like,
Ramping
let's say
it up.
other games where it's not available. But in big games they make it sure nandun sila. Alright.
Kaya ba?
So
What's
we
your
move on from the fans. Huh? My favorite?
Kaya?
Okay.
Yeah,
sige.
favorite.
Ako ang favorite ko yung yung Go Lasal na song, which I think you hear sometimes the Animal Squad plays after the timeouts. They will play like Go Lasal, then Go Lasal. Sometimes sometimes they also have a trumpet for that. They play it with that. So ikaw Vic, ano daw favorite cheer mo?
Ako yung victory song kasi alam mo panalo ka na eh. Pag pinatugtog yun, alam mo panalo ka na eh. It's like a human
That also
victory
has a
cigar
trumpet.
for me. Oh, yun, merong trumpet
Yeah.
din yan. Oh, di ba? May trumpet din yan.
I heard it.
May...
The last time I
trumpet
heard
yan.
that live was no second round last season against UP. Yeah, it was in Araneta. I think.
Cheer for all the Lasal.
I heard that.
So,
I heard that
That's
pababa
my
ko
favorite.
kasi I was going to the meter.
kasi alam mo nang
Yeah,
panalo tayo
those
pag
are good
pinatugtog
cheers.
yan.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's valid.
yeah.
That's a valid answer. You never hear that getting played kapag alanganin pa eh.
Oh, pag
Kapag
alanganin,
pinlayers, medyo
pag
it's in the
pinlayan, alam mo
bag.
nang ano ka na. Yes, it's in the bag.
Okay, Vic, I think you have questions kay Earl about
Okay, yung ano
um
ni Earl, no?
ano to?
Naging guest tayo bigla ni Earl, eh, no?
Kaya nga eh, ano na, may post, pag
Good one,
nag-decide
Earl.
na siya
Good one.
mag-move on from Lasal,
Earl,
malay mo, he will take over.
pagka nag-graduate mo, Earl, pwede ka na maging regular dito. Maging regular host
Siya
ka
na
na
yung host
dito.
natin.
Making host ka namin dito. Hindi, sige. Moving on para di mapuyat si Earl sa atin. I know it's already a given that your goal this season is to win the championship, definitely. But apart from that, do you have any other personal goals in mind that you're setting for this season? Like, hindi ko alam. Do you want to chase an individual award, something like that? It's up to you.
um, no, for me, it's all about the team, and it's all about uh, setting that example and setting that example for the young players coming in because I know that I've been put in a position where I have a lot of influence coming in, Mike, and um, with that comes with a lot of responsibility. So I want to embody what it means to I'm gonna give all to just to win a championship. I don't care about any individual awards, anything other than that, anything other than winning a championship. And I think getting an invid sorry getting an individual award will be a byproduct of trying to chase that championship. And so that's
Very good.
So, I
Very
like
good
that
talaga.
perspective.
Very good.
Media training ata to ni Earl. Joke lang. That's really, that's really, an admirable trait to be, to be selfless in chasing a collective goal. Kasi, di ba, what's the use of like winning something for yourself when you can't really achieve what you've worked
hmm
hard for since last year? Since on tapos in game 3, I believe the work started there. So the last
Actually,
question before we
I can share
go
something that
go.
we've done as a
Oh,
team.
mhm.
um so what we all came into one in Razon. We came into a classroom on the
Mm,
eighth
tama.
floor. Eighth floor, we came into a classroom.
801 sa room 801 ba yan, Earl?
Ata right one. And so Coach T came in, and all of us sat on the chairs, and he gave us all each a piece of paper.
Mhm.
He gave us all each a piece of paper, and it was write down something that you want to achieve. And then after everyone wrote it down, he took it and it's individual award. Individual things that you want for yourself to write on the paper. And after he took it, he scrunched it all up. Scrunched it all up, and then he
Okay.
gave us another piece of paper. What's one thing that you want to achieve as a team? And so in that moment, everyone knew that it's just about us. It's just about the team. It's just about
Mm.
chasing our collective goal. And it set the tone. It set the tone for us because we know na yes, there we may have some individual things that we want to achieve, pero baliwala if we're not able to get the championship. And that's always the mindset that we try to have. And like I said before, nung start, we're coming into this season knowing that we have the deepest roster. We're coming into this season knowing that we have the best chance to win it this year. So, and it's just about imparting that the Lasallian virtues to the young players coming in, which is faith, service, and communion. And me and Mike, we want to really embody that. So, again, coming into this season, we're more locked in than ever.
All right. Earl, before we finish your segment in this episode, last
Mhm.
question for me is that you told us in your previous appearance in this podcast that you're relishing being that kuya, that big brother figure in the team. Syempre maraming bago, both young and not so young kasi some of them have played collegiate ball, diba? But how has the responsibility been like? May mga pasaway ba? Of course, the responsibilities on you and Mike. How has it been for you during the preseason?
Oh, great question. Great question. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of personalities within a team, but it's just knowing and getting to know each and every one of our players on a deeper level, on a deeper sort of side, because you can't really judge people at their first glance. Why do they act this way? Why do they do things a certain way? And I think the biggest growth for me this year was being more understanding, but also knowing when I have to step up as a leader, knowing when I have to, okay, guys, tara, like lock in na tayo, guys, tara, let's go do this together. And so um, it's been such a big help having Mike, kasi um, knowing that he's on his fifth and last year, he has his sights set on more than just the UAP now.
Yeah.
But also it's combining what we have, uh, me and Mike, to help lead the team so that it doesn't just end with us. It continues a legacy that we want to leave here. So, ayun, syempre may mga times na we're challenged, me and Mike, but that's why we're captains. That's why we know we can take it. And I believe that, yeah, again, everyone is on the same page coming into the season.
Well said, really. That's the way to end an episode. So thank you, Earl, for gracing us with your presence once again,
Thank you.
and for
Thank you.
coming in clutch. Hopefully, one or two moments in season two on the court. Of course, Earl and the rest of the Green Archers will do their best to redeem the title this coming season 18. So, Earl, before
Mhm.
we end the episode, like before, you mentioned family and your girlfriend before. Any other people gusto mong pagpatiin, pasalamatan? It's your time now.
Oh yes, I want to shout out my classmates,
Yon.
um, all the all the other team captains that, I don't know if you guys saw the anime rally. Shout out to all the other team captains. I really respect each and every one of them, because I I understand how it feels now to be a team captain. Gets ko na yung responsibility. So shout out din sa inyo. And obviously all the fans, I hope you come and support us this season, because we're gonna need every single cheer. And
Yeah, pag nanood kayo, make sure you have enough voice that pag umalis kayo ng ano, kahit maubos na siya, basta buong doon sa game, kahit maubos na siya after the game,
yes.
okay. Ubusin nyo in the venue. Like, really back these guys because, like what we always say in the show, we really have a lot of respect for everyone who's green and white. And win or lose, we're always here. Syempre, may mga rumblings online. I hope you don't get to read a lot of them. Focus lang muna. Kami na bahala doon, Earl. Kami na
Oh, Earl,
bahala
kami na
mag-figure
bahala doon. Kami na
with
bahala
other
doon. Yeah.
people. Basta, yeah, we'll always have your back, of course, everyone.
Thank
Sending
you.
the regards to the team, of course, from our side. And we'll also greet our fellow Lasalians from Laban Pilipinas who tuned into the show. I think, Earl, big fans din sila sa'yo, so maybe you can shout them out too.
See, okay, Pam and Ben, shout out sa inyo. I hope to meet and greet you at the games, and uh, give you my thanks in person.
And great
Yeah.
stuff. Thanks, Earl. Such a legend. We'll be seeing you around, of course, playing. Hopefully playing, kasi the
Oh, Earl.
second half of the season wasn't as,
Earl, we need you, Earl.
wasn't fortunate for you.
We need you.
Yeah. And of course, we're not wishing just Earl na healthy. We wish everyone, kahit
Oh,
mga
Yep,
kalaban,
of
we
course.
wish them
Yes,
all. We don't
even
want
Kalaban.
injured
Yep.
players. Yeah,
Yes.
even if mga Atenista sila, we won't wish injuries to
Yeah,
Yeah.
them.
no
We
one,
want
no,
the
no one.
best. We want the best. And of course, at the end of the day, we're all athletes. I mean, sila. Hindi,
Amen.
hindi kami.
Amen.
They're all athletes. So, yeah, respect the grind and of that. And it's a
I
community.
love that you said that, Brian. I love that you said that, Brian, because
Well, I run,
sometimes,
so I can consider myself an athlete. So, but
yes.
not basketball player in this context. So yeah, thanks,
Mhm.
Earl. And yeah, so on behalf of Vic and Earl, who are with me here, I'm Brian. Thanks for tuning in to the Quiver Podcast. Of course, on Monday, tune in to our recap of the Adamson preview. Malay
Yep.
mo, nandito pa rin yung player of the games episode, diba? Who knows? We'll
Oh, who
figure it out.
knows?
We'll see by
Who
then.
knows?
Who
But
knows?
important, kailangan manano tayo.
So,
Yun yun. That's the best
Yes,
thing.
amen.
of course,
Amen.
yeah. And they will try their best. That I'm sure. All right. That's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to our YouTube and Quiver, YouTube and Spotify channels. Quiver Podcast, of course. So that's it. As you always say, Vic.
Animo Lasal!
Ánimo, Lasal!